Alright everyone, so welcome back. This is the Beeve again. The video here is me starting Maelstrom Arena. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my group, make sure there's nobody else in here with me. Make sure that I am on Veteran, so that when I enter the arena, that I will be in the Veteran portion of Maelstrom Arena. So if none of you have ever been to Maelstrom before, it is up in Hrothgar. I've been there plenty of times, so I'm going to travel to it. My video seems like it may have some hiccups here and there. I'm not sure if this is how it's gonna play out on the end there, but I apologize if this is looking a little bit weird here. I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest with you. But here we go into Maelstrom. Sooner or later, we'll get loaded in here. Eventually. Alright, probably should have exited out of this load screen. That's my bad, guys. That's taking up a little bit of unnecessary video time there, but... Alright, so we are finally in. And here we go. So we're going to run into the main building here and pick up the quest. It is can't remember if it's a daily or a weekly, to be honest with you. I think it's a weekly that you can come back. You don't get really much extra for it. It is just a little bit more XP and some gold for it. But you're going to talk to this guy here. You're going to agree to get into the arena and do the trial. Now, right here beside him, this guy is a merchant to where you can fix your armor. At the end of each round, these two will show up at the arena after you have finished a stage, and you can talk to this guy and fix your armor after each stage, so you're not having to leave the arena to go fix armor if you have broken armor or anything like that. So that is always a nice option. So let's go ahead and load in. We're going to go into the first stage of the Maelstrom Arena, which is honestly probably the easiest, in my opinion. There's not a whole lot to it. It's not really mechanic driven, so I'm just going to go in and just kind of show you exactly what I'm doing with it here. I'm going to make sure I'm keeping my power surge on for my healing. You'll see me popping my shield a good bit. I'm just going to do what I can to hunt these guys down when they come out and do the damage to them that I need to do to them. Like I said, this first one is relatively easy. It's not much to it. You will have 3 different rounds in this phase. At the end of each round, there is, I guess, like a little tiny boss fight for the most part. They're not as strong as the last round bosses, but when you get to them, you clear them off, and then you get to move on. This is the first one of those bosses. Notice that I'm moving around, I'm staying moving, I'm keeping my shield up, I'm laying down my blockade, doing a lot of heavy attacks with my staff, dropping my lightning when I can, and activating my pet to make sure that it is doing its damage as well. I don't think in this very first one I ever really had to use my matriarch to heal me. I can't remember though, but I'm pretty sure we didn't have to use that. But you see, I'm just kind of running up to where they're going to be, dropping things on. Now this is the one mechanic right here, of this stage, that you have to pay attention to, and it's that little floating aura right there that you see with the floating green aura. If you get inside that, it will do pretty good damage to you, but it's very easy to avoid. You just basically kind of run around it for the most part. And there's another 3,000 points because I have cleared it, and we're going to get ready for the third round here. Third round is going to be just like the others. I'm going to just start it off making sure that I'm, getting damage on things as they're coming out, making it a little bit easier so I'm not getting overrun with a bunch of different ads. Like I said, these aren't too bad to begin with, so it's not really detrimental, but it just keeps things in check and makes it a lot easier than it originally is. You can see I'm just kind of dodging that aura that's in front of me, staying out of its path, making sure that I don't get inside of it. When I see these spots where people are spawning, I'm throwing my lightning down on it and getting a little head start on the damage coming out. This is the next little boss right there that I took down, and now we're going to be heading into the final round where there is actually a main boss that has a decent amount of hit points. So with this guy, he can hit kind of hard. He does have some ground AoE, and he brings out this shade that you do have to worry about. It's like a version of himself for the most part. He throws down those little sigils there on the ground right there, and you just got to kind of stay out of him. After he jumps the first time, I normally drop my Destro on him, and then this is the part where I normally just kind of go to town DPSing him. He did get to jump one more time, but I just followed him around, stayed on him, and made it pretty easy. That one's not a hard one to do, so it is... It's one you should get through pretty quick as long as you stay moving, you stay out of that aura, and don't jump onto the sigils that he lays on the ground, that final boss. Now, at each round there's the chest that you can pick up. It doesn't have Maelstrom gear in it, but it does have other gear in it that's only available in the Maelstrom arena. Right here is your merchant, so you can get him and fix your armor and be ready for the next round. But that is level 1, guys, and thank you very much.